Love Them Knives here. Talking about real steel. Ippon? It's a very strange knife. Well, welcome to the studio. We've got the real steel Ippon. Ippon. Chad Los Baños is the designer. This is a collaborative with him and Real Steel. Ippon meaning like the high point. And kind of as well as one point, literally, of course, literal translation into English. And I guess meaning the highest point a martial arts fighter can achieve in Japanese martial arts. So this has got that Asian influence. If you hadn't noticed, like right off the bat. Liner lock, steel liners. Look at those little spacer pins along there. Somebody's in the cage. I mean, there's all these. And oh boy, I took it apart. And guess what? All those pins just go everywhere. Yes, they do. Yes, that was fun. Actually, when I pulled it apart, I somehow kept the bars of that cage caged up, so I didn't lose track of them. But yeah, you take the scale off, and these things will go all the way through this hole. So they're sunk into the liner, but no, they'll go on through the liner and right through, whatever. You take the scale off, they'll just come right on through. So yeah, they're just free floaters in there, trapped in by the outer scales, strange as that may seem. So I guess maybe in assembly, you can just put the whole thing together, leave the one scale off, drop those babies in there, put the scale on, call it good. So strange, real flat grind on this blade. So very Asian influence here. No flipper tab down here. Obviously, you just saw that. Jimping at the top. And how's the ergos? They're okay. My hand can adapt. But no, I mean, it's not exactly, talk about ergos. This is great. Nice palm swell. Yes, comes back up at the end. Yeah, perfect ergos. No, not perfect ergos. Very straight handle, so you can hold on to it. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't mess with you, but it's just not grabbing you and tucking you in, really. So there you go. And reverse grip. That's cool. Deep carry pocket clip. Right hand. And that's it. There you go. 2 screws in there. Oh, by the way, if you take this knife apart like I did, make sure you keep these screws to the pocket clip separated, because even though, you look at these screws and look at the body screws, they look the same, and they do look the same. And unless you have a very keen eye, the head of these body screws is just a bit wider in diameter, so it won't slide through the slot of this clip to go in there. So you'll find out when you go to put the pocket clip on that, whoops, you substituted a body screw out. And so I went back and redid it. So it was fun and joy. But yeah, you learn, don't you? And yes, accessible here. It is a number 8, and these are number 6s. Glory be. G10. It's kind of a layered thing, and then the cut throughs give you the green, and you can get this in black and whatever. I think even carbon fiber if you want. Okay? So N690, so it's that Austrian Bowler N690 steel that you're getting on this knife. Your lockup is pretty heavy here, and you can see that you have a little bit of jimping on your lock bar. Right there. Tucks right in. Can't even see the blade. Oh, what's this? Yeah, you can kind of break it loose that way if you want and finish it off. I mean, there's a lot of different options. I mean, I just kind of hold it like this. You don't have to worry about impinging the liner lock because it's a liner lock. It's not a frame lock. So you can hold it like this and kick it up like that. So the good thing about this as a front folder, as a front flipper, is that the flipper tab's not clear out this side here like it is on some knives. It actually is right in the middle, so you can reach over with your finger and actuate it. And it's got jimping. Kind of strange, but yeah, you can work that. And it's got bearings, and I'll show you a picture. Actually, if you go to the Real Steel site and you look at this, it's $89.50, but it doesn't sell for that. It sells for like 71 bucks. I found it on Knife Outlet. I'm sure White Mountain will have them after a while, but right now they don't have them in stock that I could find. And here is your pause and read for the Chad Los Banos and the Asian Culture deal and the N690 blade. Hair splitting, precision cutting. Yes, and you get the bird cage column structure that maximizes safety. Well, yeah, keeps you from getting into the blade, I guess, through there. It looks centered up. I didn't have any problems with blade play, lock rock, nothing like that. So it's solid. And yeah, it's an interesting design. It really is. I don't know how I can discuss detent because it's real funky this way. Probably a 5. I mean, technically, the only way I can really kind of test it is like this. And yeah, but it's snappy. It's a snappy flipper. I don't think I can fail it. Pops right out like that, doesn't it? Just compare it to like the Paramilitary 2. Same size, doesn't it? Looks like the same size. Probably just a little smaller, supposedly, than 8 1/4. Let's put the tape to it, find out. Well, yeah, because it's like a 3 3/4 inch blade. Yeah, well, it's about the same size. It's 8 1/4. 20 and a half, not quite 21 centimeters. So yeah, you'd say about 95 millimeters on that. Not quite 3 3/4. 3.65 blade. 3.75 would be more like 97 millimeters. So that's the whole deal there. Let's see what we got here. 2.65 millimeters. So it's not a real fat blade stock. 0.104. And let's see what we can get for the handle. 0.467. So about the same thickness as a Paramilitary 2. Just for your reference, 11.4 millimeters. So it's not real thick, not real fat. Should slide really easily into the pocket, deep carry clip. So pretty concealable. And you're getting over 3.5 inch length here. Now, cutting edge, significantly less. But, and I'll give you that too now that I brought it up on myself. So, not quite 3.5. 3.3, somewhere like that. And will the knife be a knife? Wow. Yes, it will be. Yes, it will be. So it's sharp. It's sharp out of the box, and it comes in a, the standard kind of Real Steel box. If you're familiar with Real Steel, these are really structurally tough, so they don't collapse like some boxes. This is the dark green. Okay, right here. Here's your information on it and paperwork. More paperwork on the specific knife here. And then it came, of course, it comes wrapped in a microfiber cloth. So, and then the paperwork gets put up on the top. Everything gets put in a nice hard box, so you don't have to worry about it collapsing in shipment or just getting beat up too bad in general. I like it. But this is crazy. I'm not a big front flipper fan. I'm really not. But this is kind of interesting, really. It's got good... oh, crap. I never showed you the picture yet. 11 minutes in, can't show me a picture. There you go. See those little... the bird cage. The little barbells. Wow. That's something else, isn't it? Hold on. Next. I got more. Oh, I got way more, apparently. Way more than I wanted to. Okay, so here's the bird cage. You can see one of the cage members is falling through the back because I don't have the scale to back it up. And those are the holes on the other side. Obviously, it's skeletonized. Here's your bearings. Bearing fits in there. Okay? Now, this is the upside. So the bearing fits in here, but there is no cutaway on that liner. On the other side, this is flat. See how this is machined here? Flip the blade over. No, it's not machined, but this is where the bearing goes because this is machined out here. So, of course, these are steel liners, so you don't have to worry about washers. In any case, so one side of the blade machined for the bearing, other side is flat and not, and this is machined for the bearing. So that's how it goes together. And there's your bird cage. There will be a pop quiz at the end of this video. Bam! So what do you think? It's so hard to figure out how you want to function with a front flipper. I can roll it over and finish it like that if I'm just lazy. And then I tried at first to kind of do this, which you can do. You know, you can just squeeze it and flip it like that. Or you could really hold it in your hand and flip it like that and really have a grip on it. So however you want to do that. But I mean, as far as, oh shit, we didn't measure how heavy it is. Just a little over 3 ounces, 3.2 ounces, 90.4 grams. So what do you think? Interesting. Oh, where was the pricing? I think I pulled that on some crazy site. Yeah, like I was saying, like 71 bucks. So that's what you're going to see these sell for, not the $89 MSRP. Although Knife Outlet, whoops. No, it's not an M390. Now, how many people would be buying this knife if it was M390 and not N690? Yeah, it'd be a different deal, wouldn't it? But in any case, sharp out of the box. Very Asian orientation, but also look at that. Where's your contact patch? I mean, that's really good because it's not a flipper in the traditional sense. So you don't have that old honker hanging down there where you got that. You got really good contact. So you could slice a lot of things. Nice flat grind, satin look to it. I kind of think Real Steel finally did something unusual and fun here, and I like it. I do. It's really lightweight. G10 really grippy. Black or with the green stripes or carbon fiber. And do what you want, but it's kind of a mess when you take it apart because of the bird cage being all those little free standoffs. So you can deal with that. You just need to kind of keep it all together when you do and be aware of that. But Interesting. And actually, you can drop it. Even though that blade's so light, you can drop it. I'm not going to drop it on my thumb, though. Huh. Okay. I think it's interesting. I like the design. As a front flipper, it's something I think I could live with. But yeah, I think it's fascinating. Good job. Good for, piercing, cutting. Not difficult to operate in this way. And of course, if worse comes to worse, just push it with your thumb, and then flip it the rest of the way open. However you want to do it, or just kick it once you get it broke loose. So it's got a lot of different ways to open it up and still stay one-handed. Take care, my friends. I'm going to let you go. Flanagan, Finian, they're all recovering from the holidays, the first of the year, all that kind of stuff. Take care, my friends. Thanks for dropping by. The real Steel Ippon. Strange, but cool. And you know what we do. We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.